You studied different kinds of questions in this unit, including subject questions and indirect questions. Let's have another look. Judd asks Chrissy about a class she's taking. Listen to part of their conversation.
Aren't you doing a karate class? How's it going?
It's great, but I got injured last week.
Really? What happened? Did someone hit you?
No, I shut the door on my fingers when I was leaving.
Judd asks, "Aren't you doing a karate class?" And, "How's it going?" In most questions, we put the auxiliary verb before the subject. Here, the auxiliary verb is be. Other auxiliary verbs are have and do. One of Judd's questions is negative. "Aren't you doing a karate class?" He uses a negative auxiliary verb because he thinks he knows the answer. He wants Chrissy to confirm he is right. Negative questions can also express surprise or frustration. Judd also asks, "Did someone hit you?" When there is no auxiliary verb in a statement, we add do or did in the question. The main verb is always an infinitive. Judd asks, "What happened?" This is a subject question. The question word what is the subject. These questions have a main verb but no auxiliary verb. How do we form the different kinds of question? Let's look at a table. Subject questions have the same word order as sentences. Don't add the auxiliary verbs do or does. Most questions have an auxiliary verb before the subject. The verb be also comes before the subject when it is a main verb. Negative questions often express surprise or frustration. We use how to ask about people's health. We use what like to ask for descriptions. When we ask about the quality of something, both are possible. Prepositions after verbs usually come at the end of questions. In very formal questions, they can go at the beginning. In which hotel are you staying? When you are ready, go to the activity. Is the grammar correct? Choose yes or no. That's correct. We say, "What was the new film like?" or "How was the film?" and Who broke my cup? Judd is interested in taking karate lessons. Listen to more of his conversation with Chrissy.
Do you know how much a beginner's class costs?
No, but my intermediate class costs £60 a month. I'm not sure if beginners pay the same, though.
£60? I don't think I can afford that right now.
Judd asks, do you know how much a beginner's class costs? This is an indirect question. We often use indirect questions to be polite, to ask for an opinion, or to ask more personal questions. How do we form indirect questions? Let's look at some examples in a table. Indirect questions have two parts. They begin with a question form like, do you know, or could you tell me? The word order of the actual indirect question is the same as the word order of a statement. We don't add the auxiliary verbs do or does. In indirect yes-no questions, we use whether or if. When you are ready, go to the activity. Is the grammar correct? Choose yes or no.